everyone. A very warm welcome to the yoga session hosted by Santa Clara County Library. Today's session, we will start in a seated position, but we're going to bring our legs forward. So let's all extend our legs. Not really extend, but let's try to bend our legs as if we were in a seated position, but the legs are like in a bridge position. You don't have to walk your legs too far from your body, but keep it a little bit closer. And keep your legs about hip distance apart, which means to say that you are not hugging your legs or you're not taking your legs too wide. Just keep it to the distance of your hips approximately, and then wrap your hands behind your legs like this. Now, our goal here is to connect with our lower back. We're going to just think about our lower back and then slightly try to lean forward until you can make a good connection with your lower back and feel a slight stretch around that. So the easiest way for you to know that your spine is straight, right? So in case you let loose your spine and you start to round your spine and create space between your thighs and your belly, then you're not going to feel anything in your lower back. So this is a clear indication that the more we try to sit up tall and press our belly into our thighs, then we're going to start to feel the activation around our lower back. Now gently close your eyes. Let's begin to deepen our breath. Take one very slow, deep, long breath in. And exhale. The breath becomes a little bit shallow because your belly is pushing against your thighs. But do your best. Let's take one more breath in. Inhale. And exhale. Very slowly take your time and start to open your eyes. We're going to release our hands. So just separate your hands out. And let's just try to move our hands. We're going to add the spine movement in a minute. But let's just try to take our hands towards our right side. Just trying to make a connection with our left shoulder blade and without lifting any part of our feet off the ground, right? So nothing is moving with our legs. Everything stays stationary with our legs. Just reach your hands towards your right side. Reach your hands forward. Try to press your belly one more time into your thighs. And then now simply take your hands towards your left side. And come back to the center. Now from here on, we're going to try to think about cat and cow. Stay where you are. I'm going to change my posture to side view, so for better understanding. Let's all take our hands from here all the way up. Inhale, think about arching up your back. I want you to think about your lower back. How would you do in a cat and cow? That's the movement we're trying to simulate here. Inhale, arch up your back. Let's take our hands all the way up, arch up your back. And breathe. No part of your legs move. Now this time, as you exhale, I want you to lean to the back, start to create the roundness as you do in your cat and cow, and reach your hands towards your left side. Cat and cow in this way. Inhale, arch up your back. Let's take our gaze all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, let's try to lean back, round, and let's try to go towards the right side this time. Inhale, arch up your back, belly presses into your thighs, your legs stay stationary. Try to go a little bit deeper into the position. I notice, at least for me, the thighs are starting to shake a little bit. I'm feeling engagement in my thighs. And exhale, let's take it towards the left side, round your back, lean a little bit deeper. Inhale, reach it all the way up, arch up your back. And exhale, let's go towards the right side. Go a little bit back if you can, starting to engage your core muscles. And last time, inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands forward. So this was our original start position before we started arching or rounding, right? Let's try to lift our heels off the ground. So we have our tippy toes on the ground. Gently lean back and lift your legs off the ground, coming into a tabletop. Smile and breathe. 4, 3, 2, lift those legs up. And 1, release, drop those legs into butterfly feet position. And let it go. Simply move your legs, move your knees a little bit and shake it off. So different engagement, different muscles got engaged just now. Let's acknowledge that and breathe. From here, let's take our right leg. We did a part of this in the Tuesday class some time back. So some of you would be able to connect with this one. We're going to bring our right shin parallel to the front of the mat, which is the width of our mat. And we're going to take this leg a little bit further back. Remember, we actually last time when we did it, we just leaned back and we tried to sit back, if you remember that posture. Today, we're going to change something about that. We're going to add on and build on that sequence. So deliberately, I want you to take your left leg farther away from your body, creating space between both your legs, but your front leg is not sinking into your body like this. This leg stays straight with your toes flexed. Right? So use the top of your mat as a ruler and align your shin exactly parallel to that. And then you take this leg back as much as possible. Walk it back because I want you to start to feel your left hip point and that rotation that is coming around that area. We're going to give a simple spinal twist here. So your right hand is already on the ground. Take it a little bit further back. Try to sit up nice and tall. And take your left hand to the outside of your right thigh and look over your right shoulder. So in a way, if you think about it, it's somewhat like a little bit like a pigeon position, right? Except the leg is not fully extended. It's bent, but kind of like in a pigeon position. And breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn only your gaze forward. Keep your hands just the way they are. We're going to align so that we can rest on top of our right knee. Right? So place your hands on either side of your right leg. So you're framing your right knee basically. And then you start to walk forward. Take your right hand forward. Take your left hand forward. Take your right hand forward. Take your left hand forward. Now, if this leg starts to drag along with you, stay. I want you to keep that distance between your legs. You can just pause here and stay here. You don't have to go any further. Those of us who are able to, see how it feels to rest one elbow down and see how it feels to rest your other elbow down. Still okay here? Gently start to bring your forehead towards your right knee. Rest your belly, your chest, let it go and breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press on your palms. Take your time, no rush whatsoever. Come onto your fingertips on both hands. And then slowly walk your hands back in front of you. Right leg stays fixed, toes remain flexed, nothing changes. It's the back leg that's going to come over, but still the same posture, alignment of the right. Nothing is going to change with your right. Now take the support of your hand to the back of your left thigh. If you feel that you need to lean a little bit, you can press your hand down. Otherwise, it's fine to sit up tall and then gently take that leg. And I want you to bring that feet and place it flat on the ground. So don't change anything. Don't let this leg come in. Nothing has changed. Let it be the way it is. It is the left that we want to bring it into the body, starting to feel the stretch from our glute towards the knee all the way. Earlier, remember, we had given a spinal twist towards the right side. Let's do the opposite. Take your hands all the way right to the outside of your left. Left hand goes to the back. Sit up nice and tall. Work on pressing your left shoulder deliberately to the back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently turn your gaze forward, look forward, release your hand, right hand, release your left hand, give a rotation to that shoulder if you can. Let it go and undo your legs. Let's come into butterfly. You can keep the diamond either closer to the body or away from the body. This is just to release those inner thighs off. So gently shake your legs off a little bit. Bring your feet flat. Let's do one cat and cow, just like we did earlier on. Feet completely to the ground, legs to the distance of your hips. Wrap your hands around your legs. Sit up really nice and tall. I want you to see how you feel around your lower back right now. Before, when you try to press your lower back towards your belly, how did you feel? And are your muscles a little bit more open right now? Are you feeling it more comfortable to sit up tall and press your belly strongly into your thighs? Release your hands, take your hands out. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Give a deeper back bend to the body. Exhale, lean back, round. I want you to press the center of your spine to the back and go a little deeper. Don't lift your toes off. Inhale, press your belly into your thighs. Take your hands all the way up, arch up your back. Exhale, let's try to go towards the right side. Lean. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. And exhale, release. As you release your hands, I want you to butterfly your legs. So we're going to come back and then start the whole sequence on the other side. Just flap your wings a little bit and release. Let it go. Set everything back with the other leg, which means to say bend your left leg. Bring your shin parallel to the front edge of your mat. Take your right knee a little bit farther away from you. Start to connect with your right hip point and your quads on the right side. If you're not feeling anything, that means you are able to move your leg a little bit. If you're feeling it's already a bit too much for you, walk that leg a little closer. So adjust that according to what works for you today. And then place your left hand next to your body. You can rest your palm, doesn't matter. We're going to give a simple spinal twist to the body. Take your right hand to the outside of your left. Take your left hand a little bit more behind you and look over your left shoulder. And breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just turn your gaze forward. Let's place our hands on either side of our left knee and also start to sequentially bring yourself down. The reason I'm specifically saying that is oftentimes when we say we'll bring our upper body down, we just collapse with our chest down, right? I want you to start to think about your lower belly. So I want you to feel your lower belly pressing into your thighs, then your belly, then your chest, and then your head. So I want that sequential instead of just forcefully pressing our whole body down towards the ground. Let's try to do it very slowly. Walk your hands a little bit away from you. And now already maybe your lower belly is starting to press into your left thigh, right? So let's slowly do that. Press your lower belly and then press your mid and then bring your chest and then see how it feels to rest one elbow and then see how it feels to rest your other elbow. Stay and breathe. Now, if you are able to, see how it feels to bring your forehead towards your left knee. Stay and breathe. Four, three, two, and one. Slowly lift your head up, back onto your fingertips, and also release your body gradually. Take the support of your hand to the back of your right thigh, and then just bring that leg. Keep your left exactly the way it is, and place the base of your feet completely down to the ground. Again, the reason I'm saying it is we could always rest our knife edge, taking the back of our feet facing to the back, right? Instead of that, press your feet down, and now try to bring your right knee into your body, making a connection with your right glute and the thigh, and trying to sit up tall by pressing your belly into your thighs. Let's give a spinal twist. Open up your hands. Let's take our left hand to the outside of the right. Right hand goes back and look over your right shoulder. Press your right shoulder back. Relax your jaw and breathe. Very slowly turn your gaze forward, look forward. Release your left hand. If you wish to rotate, full rotation of that shoulder, take it to the back and give a rotation through your right shoulder. Rest it down and then gradually undo your legs, come back to your butterfly and let go. Move your legs, flap your wings, and extend your legs all the way out. Extend your hands all the way out. Now, hopefully, you will feel, in fact, like straightening your legs out a little bit, right? Because we have been doing various kinds of positions with our knee bent. So maybe you will feel that want to release your knees off. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex and release. Let it go. Since we already did our cat and cow in a seated position today, let's come onto our fours, but we will not do any more of the cat and cow. Let's try to bring our left leg forward and bring ourselves all the way up. This one, we're going to build on this one. So we initially, what we're going to do is we're going to keep our knee down to the ground, and then maybe we'll see how it goes to lift that knee off the ground. So let's all start to first begin to walk our left leg a little bit farther away from us. Increasing the distance between our legs again. Starting to feel something around the top of our right thigh, around the hip point, to the quads. If you're not feeling it, I want you to walk that left leg a little bit more. And then I want you to adjust your hips a little bit and press your hips forward. Stay where you are. I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit here so that it will be aligned perfectly. Yes. All right. So keep your back leg toes tucked. Let's take our hands all the way up. We're going to thread the needle through here. So let's take our right hand all the way. Simply, I want you to thread your hand through your left and take your left hand all the way up. Inhale, take both your hands all the way up, arch up your back. Exhale, take your right hand all the way, thread it through. Inhale, take your hands all the way up, stay. Let's take our left hand, wrap it behind our back. So because that hand is really, we want to give it some little extra work. So we're going to try to work on opening that shoulder. It's the right that is threading each time. So we're going to use the stretch on the left as well, slowly as you exhale. Now this time, when you thread your hand, I want you to press your left shoulder a little further back. So go deeper and press that shoulder all the way to the back.
Inhale, reach your hand all the way up. This time, give a side bend to the body. Exhale, start by pressing your shoulder back first and then give that threading of the needle with your right. Release your hand, take your right hand up, release the belted arm, take your left hand up, gently circle your hands and bring it down. And now rotate your shoulders off. So just get sequential in the flow and reverse. All right, let's withdraw that leg because we have increased the distance between our legs. We can walk that leg a little closer. Place your hands on either side of your left leg. Place your left leg down. Bring your right leg forward. Keep your back leg toes tucked. Let's walk our right away from the body. Place your hands on your hips and give the support the lower back needs without overextending it. Feel how far you would like to go. Connect with your hip point and the quads of your left and then gently bring it forward. You are in control how much you want to go. And breathe. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Let's start with a simple arch up of the back. Keep your right hand all the way up. Let's try to slowly take your left through. Inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale. Inhale, take it all the way up. Ready? Now we are ready to wrap that hand because we know it's going to stay stationary there. Work on pressing your right shoulder further back. And exhale. Let's try to thread it through, but press your right shoulder back, look towards the right on the back. Inhale, take your hand all the way up, but give a side body stretch. Exhale, sweep that hand. Thread it through. Start by taking your right shoulder back. Last time. First, give a side body stretch. And exhale. Slowly take your right hand all the way up. Release your right hand, which is wrapped behind your back. Start to rotate your wrists. And you can progressively come down and then start to rotate your shoulders off and reverse the direction of the rotation of your shoulders. Withdraw that right leg a little closer to the body and then place your hands on either side of your right. Come back. Let's set ourselves up to meet in a downward dog position. Tuck your toes and let's meet in a simple downward dog position and start to pedal those legs off. Pressing one knee at a time, bending the opposite heel to the ground. And switch. And switch. And switch. Work on pressing both your heels down towards the ground. Connect with your calf muscles on both your legs. Now slowly start to walk your hands back towards your body. You're going to end up in a forward bend position at the back of your mat. And breathe. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, full forward bend. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, full forward bend. Stay. Bend your knees a lot. Press your belly into your thighs. Sweep your hands to the side. Take your hands all the way up. Touch your palms into Namaskara Mudra over your head. Widen your stand out a little bit. So they're a little bit beyond the distance of your hips. Now think that you want to slice something in front of you exactly to the heart, right? So you're going to think you're holding something that's going to help slice whatever that is exactly in the center. Let's slowly start to squeeze your belly, press your hips back and putting the edge of your knife on top of that item and then slowly start to slip it halfway through. right? You're going to go down and down. So be in control. You can't miss a spot. And then bring it completely down towards the ground. So you're chopping it all the way up. Bend your knees. Keep your fingertips just the way they are. Bring your hands in front of you in prayer arms. Nothing has changed. Press into your feet. Inhale. Take your hands all the way up. Let's reach our fingertips up. Remember to take your arms always behind your ears if you can. Instead of they being here, let's take it back. Now connect with your side body, which means to say you're trying to gain length on the side body by pressing your feet. Squeeze your belly. Exhale, start to press your hips back. Place your knife on top of that item. And then gradually, how would you slice a cheese or bread or something like that, right? So you want to have a smooth edge to that. No bend in your knees right now. Come into a forward bend. Once your fingertips are either touching the ground or hanging down completely towards the ground, then bend your knees, squat. Reach your hands forward. Inhale, press into your feet. Take your hands all the way up. Try to take your arms behind your ears. Straighten your elbows, reach your fingertips up, but you're still able to move your head. So no reaching your shoulders towards your earlobes. It's your arms extending. Breathe. Last time, let's slice it out. Start to think about your hips and squeeze your belly. And then place it on top over there, right there. And then a beautiful slit. Smooth one, no rough edges. And breathe. Slowly come down. Take your time. We are designing a designer cake, guys. Bend your knees. Squat, go deeper. Take your hands all the way. Press your feet. Slowly take your hands all the way up. Take your hands behind your ears. Reach your fingertips up straighten your elbows. Release your hands. Rotate your shoulders. And reverse the direction of the rotation of your shoulders. And let it go. Shake it off a little bit and let's step to the top of our mat. Bring the hands to the heart center. We are ready? We'll get a little bit more deeper now. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Let's arch at the back. Exhale, let's come into a forward bend. Step your right leg all the way to the back. Keep your right fingertips down to the ground. Take your left hand, bend it behind your back, wrap it behind your back. Now, some of us, if we need a little bit help with the other hand, you can take your right hand, pull that hand a little bit more deeper so your hands really wrap well, right? And then you can place your fingertips down. And breathe. Inhale, take your right hand all the way up. Exhale, let's try to take that right hand, giving a side body stretch towards the left side. So the side body stretch on the right side, fingers going towards the left side. Slowly, as you inhale, take your hand up. And this time, as you exhale, slowly take that hand. Remember the threading by pressing that shoulder back. So we are taking it to the next level. If not, drop your right knee down. Inhale, take it all the way up. So this involves a little bit more balance, obviously, because the back heel is off the ground and the knee is off the ground. And exhale. Release your hand, place it down to the ground. Release your left hand, place it down to the ground. Let's take our left leg all the way up to the ceiling, coming into a three-legged dog. Rotate your ankle on your left and reverse the direction of the rotation of your ankle and then step the same leg back, the left leg again forward. Press your right knee down to the ground and relax your toes. Very slowly take your time. Reach your hands all the way forward. We're going to rotate both the shoulders. Let's start with one first. Let's start with the right. Take the right hand all the way. Give a full rotation to that shoulder and bring it forward. Let's take our left, take it all the way up, rotate that shoulder and bring it. Now, sometimes when we are standing, we give shoulder rotations, right? So we're going to do that in the kneeling down position today. If you wish to tap your toes, go ahead and tap your toes. Lean your body forward. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Rotate, open up your chest, circle those hands, arch up, and then bring your hand forward. So reach with your chest leaning forward. Ready? 3 times. Inhale, let's take it all the way up. Arch up your back. Now open, palms facing up. Try to rotate that shoulder. And as you come forward, lean your hand forward. 2 more. Inhale. Take your maximum range of arching. So don't be compromising over there. And now open your chest. And then rotate your shoulder and lean forward. Good arm work. Last time. Inhale. Stay. Slowly open up your hands, start to exhale. And lean forward. Place your hands on either side of your left leg. You're going to gently bring your left leg all the way to the back and slowly rotate your ankle. Reverse the direction of the rotation of your ankle. Catch the ball of the feet on the ground and press the heel all the way to the back. Getting a break with that left leg. And breathe. Walk your right. Let's hold a plank. And breathe. Let's meet in a downward dog. Walk your legs. Bending one knee at a time, pressing the opposite heel to the ground. Press both your heels down. Walk your hands back towards your body. You'll end up in a forward bend at the back of your mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, full forward bend. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, full forward bend. Bend your knees, press your belly into your thighs, fly your hands to the side. Slowly take your hands all the way up. Palms touching each other. Widen your stand out a little bit more than the distance of your hips. Move your head, relax your shoulders, reach your arms up. Just 2 more times, slicing. If you sliced the cheese earlier, let's slice the bread now. Right? Whatever you did, let's do the other one. Let's start to squeeze the belly, push your hips, place the knife on top of the item that you're slicing, and then slowly start to make sure it's super, super smooth. There's no serrated edges, and bring it down. Maybe the fingertips touch the mat, maybe not, doesn't matter. Bend your knees, press your belly into your thighs. Let go of your hips, let the glutes drop down. Reach your hands forward. And let's press the feet strongly to bring ourselves up. Arms go behind your ears. Reach your elbows, lock your elbows, fingertips up. Squeeze your belly. Start to think about your hips, press them back, reach, stop. Place the item, the knife on top of your item, and then slowly, smoothly. Become aware of the engagement of your belly here, and then let it go. Slow breath in and out for a second, and now press. Bend your knees, press your belly into your thighs. Reach your hands forward. And let's take it all the way up. Lengthen arms behind your ears. Release your hands. Rotate your shoulders. And reverse the direction of the rotation of your shoulders. And let's come back to the top of our mats. Bringing the hands to the heart center. Inhale, let's take our hands all the way up. Arch up your back. Exhale, let's come into a forward bend. Take your left leg all the way to the back. You can take the support of your hands to wrap that hand behind your back. So if you want to release your left and then hold on to your right wrist, really wrap it up well so your hand stays tucked and then bring your fingertips down. Back heel is off the ground. Option to keep your back knee on the ground or off the ground, totally up to you. When you feel stable and ready, gently take your hand all the way up. Let's start with the side body stretch. Gently take your left hand all the way towards the right side. Exhale, let's thread it through. Press your right shoulder to the back, thread. Inhale. Exhale. Place your left fingertips down. Place your right fingertips down. Take your right leg all the way up. Come into a three-legged dog and slowly rotate your ankle. Reverse the direction of the rotation of your ankle and gently step your same leg, your right leg forward and rest your left knee down to the ground. Bring yourself up. Ready? Let's start with that shoulder work. Think about your lower belly pressing into your right thigh this time. Let's lean forward. Slowly as you inhale, continue to arch forward. Take your hands all the way up. Feel the opening in the center of your chest. Open your palms up to the ceiling. Now rotate your shoulders, squeeze your shoulder blades, and then reach forward. 3 more. Inhale. Open up. Feel the expansion around you. And now exhale. Squeeze your belly and reach forward. 2 more. Inhale. Open. Palms up. Circle. And reach forward. Last time. Open, circle, and release. Place your hands on either side of your right leg. Let's try to take our right leg to the back. So you're going to withdraw that right leg and circle your ankle. Reverse the direction of the rotation of your ankle. Catch the ball of the feet on the ground. Press your heel all the way to the back. Let's extend our left, hold the plank, and breathe. Back to downward dog, and pedal your legs off. Bending one knee at a time, pressing the opposite heel to the ground. Work on pressing both your heels down to the ground. And now gently rest your knees down. Walk your legs towards one side and extend your legs all the way out. We're going to get into some core work. So I will lie down on the back of the mat, on the back mat, so you can see me better. You can adjust your cameras if you wish to. So that way we're going to be on the mat for the next few minutes. Right? So make sure you can see me well. And then bring your knees into your chest. Let's start with a simple back massage. Place your hands on top of your knees. Separate your thighs out a little bit so your thighs are not hugging each other. And then let's massage the back. So while I'm here on the mat massaging the back, I would like to repeat the announcement because some of you may have joined a little bit late. We do not have the class on July 6th because of the long weekend, but we have the classes for the other 3 weeks in July, and
The link is posted by Adrian on the website, so go ahead and register for the other classes. Because last time, I think some of you joined a little bit late and you missed the announcement. So I would like to make an announcement in the class, in the middle of the class. Go ahead, keep rotating from one side to the other to massage your back. Drop your feet into bridge position, feet. Rest your hands next to your body. And now gently, let's make our way into a simple bridge position. Starting to lift our lower back off, the mid back off, and lift your belly button up. Now sequentially start to place your entire shoulder blade down, mid back, lower back, and your tailbone. We're going to build on this one a little bit, right? So let's start by keeping everything down by just taking our legs all the way up. So flex your feet, point your toes, flex your feet, point your toes, and keep your pointed position of your toes. Take your right behind your left, and take your left behind your right. So you're like braiding, right? Right and left. Basically, you're going to just switch legs. All right? Let's keep the toes pointed. Keep it up right now. Press on your palms and lift your head off the ground. Now, those of you who can, release your hands off. Otherwise, take the support of your hands, right? Doesn't matter with your hands. You're going to still engage your lower belly, right? If you are able to, lift your hands off, right and left. Ready? Let's pick up pace. We're going to do a little bit faster. Right, left, right, left, right. Left, keep going, breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees into your chest. Slowly start to draw circles. Massage your back. And reverse the direction of the rotation. Let's take our legs all the way up. Everything is down, just leg up the wall. Flex and point. Hands are resting next to your body. Flex and point. Flex, stay, open, point, back, flex, out, point, back, flex, out, point, in, flex, out, point, in, and flex. Stay. Lift your head off the ground. Reach your hands. Optional, totally optional. You can have your head down. Flex. Out. Point. In. Flex. Out. Point. In. Flex. Out. Point. In. Flex last time, out, point, in, flex, rest your head down, bring your knees into your chest. Let's come into butterfly, guys. Let it go in butterfly for a second. Reclining butterfly, let those inner thighs relax. Place your hands on your belly, listen to your heartbeat, listen to your breath, calm it down. Take the support of your hands if you need to, close the book, and then take your legs up the wall. Keep your feet flexed. Rest your hands next to your body. Point your toes.
Open your legs. Flex. In. Point. Out. Flex. In. Point your reverse, right? Out. Flex. In. Point. Last time. Out. Flex. In. And point. Stay in the pointed position. Lift your head off the ground. Walk your legs a little closer to the body if you can. Then rest your hands down or point your hands towards your toes. You can keep your head down if you wish to. Out. Flex. In. Point. Out. Flex. In. Point. Out. Flex. In. Point. Last time. Out. Flex. In. Point. Everything down. Come to butterfly. Let it go. Let those inner thighs settle. You will in fact want to let your inner thighs go right now. And breathe. Close the book. Place your hands on outside of your thighs. Bring your knees into each other. Keep your feet in bridge position. Feet. Happy baby, half happy baby will be a wonderful position right now because it will stretch those inner thighs out, right? So let's do it. Take your right leg, bend your right leg. Take your hands to the to the back of your right thigh. Open your leg outward because you don't want it to get into your chest or your arm. I want you to take it a little bit outward like that. And you can pull this leg here, keep it here. Option to hold on to your outer edge or your inner edge or your big toe. Doesn't matter, right? The goal here is to widen the stand and bring that knee down towards the ground. This feels beautiful now because it really stretches those inner thighs and the back of your thigh. And breathe. Stay. Let that knee gravitate towards the ground. If your left hip is lifting off the ground because you're leaning a lot towards your right side, take your left hand, press it on your hip point and bring alignment so your glutes stay on the ground instead of leaning onto the right side. And breathe. Now gently extend your left leg all the way out. You're going to start to take your right leg towards your left side. You can release the hold of your feet or your big toe and let's come into a simple spinal twist. So gently guide your right towards your left side. Open up your right arm. Coming into a basic simple spinal twist. Very gently release your right leg back in position. Extend both your legs, reach your hands over your head. Let's give one full body stretch. Bend your legs into bridge position. Keep space between your thighs. Place your hands next to your body. Let's lift our left leg off the ground. Base of the feet parallel to the ceiling. Half happy baby on left side. Open that leg out. The first thing that you want to do is guide that leg outward. Right? And for some of us, it is easier to just place our hands behind the thigh like this and to pull. You're going to still feel the same stretch. Right? It doesn't have to be that you have to hold your toes. Those of us who have access, go ahead and reach towards the knife edge or the inner edge or the big toe, doesn't matter. And now gradually, remember, take your right hand and rest it on your right hip point so that this leg, along with your left leg, your hip doesn't lift off like this. I want you to keep your glutes to the ground and then bring your
left knee down. And breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend your right leg out. You can release the hold of your feet on the left and then gently guide this leg towards your right side. Allow your right hand to help your left knee. Open up your left hand. Basic simple spine twist. Gently roll yourself back to the center. Let's give one full body stretch. I have just one last one planned for this class today, so let's do that after this. Let's stretch it out first. Reach your fingertips and toes all the way over. Stretch it out. Now, if you remember in the beginning of the class, when we were doing a spinal twist, we had one position where we took our leg over while keeping the front leg parallel to the ground. We'll do the same thing in reclining now. So bring your hands next to your body. Walk your legs into bridge position. Feet, keep your legs hip width apart. Take your left leg all the way up. Take your left ankle, rest it on top of your right. So we are in a figure 4. Now remember that position while you were seated, right? You're going to take your left feet down. As you do that, you're going to drag your right down. So you're going to come like how you were in a seated spinal twist. Take your time. Maybe you needed to watch me before you got into this position. So I will take a little longer here. And now lift everything back. So everything comes back. As you start to lift your left leg off the ground, you're going to start to drag your right leg back to figure 4. Okay? Let's undo the legs. Take your right ankle on top of your left. So everything moves together as one unit, right? So there's a lot of synchronicity in the body. You're going to slowly start to slide your left as you move your right feet down and place it down. We will hopefully one day build on this one a little bit more. This is probably an introduction to what's coming up. And slowly move everything back to figure 4. Undo your legs. We have time for a bridge. We are lucky today. Let's do one more bridge. Slowly as you inhale, let's lift our lower back off the ground. The mid back. And take yourself into full bridge. And exhale. Shoulder blades down. Mid back. Lower back. And your taper. Let's get into full happy baby since we have time. Open up your legs really wide and take your hands to the fold of your knees. You can stay here. This is already a lot, right? Otherwise, you can reach towards your knife edge or towards your big toes. Doesn't matter. Let's try to pull those knees into our armpit, towards our armpit. Let's give a massage. Move the knees from side to side. Massaging the lower back. Keep your left bent, straighten your right. Bend your right, straighten your left. Bend your left, straighten your right. Bend your right, straighten your left.
Straighten both legs. Widen your stand. Massage. Move from side to side. If this is too much for you, keep your knees bent. That's totally fine. And breathe. Bring your legs together if you can. And then release. Bend your knees into your chest. And draw circles. Massage your back. That's good. We had time today, guys. I'm happy that we were able to do all that was planned for the class. And now extend your legs, reach your hands over your head. Let's give a full body stretch. And release. Open up your hands, open up your legs. Coming into the final resting position. Let's all take one slow, deep, long breath in. And as you exhale, try to make your exhalation a little bit longer than your breath in. A slow breath in and a long breath out. Bring awareness to your lower back shoulder blades. Let it go, relax. Relax your jaw, all your facial muscles. And now slowly bend your knees and turn your body to the right side. And take the support of your hands and make your way up into a seated position with your eyes closed. Bringing your hands to the heart center with the thumb touching the heart center. If you wish to make a small prayer for your loved ones and the world around you, you may do that at this time. Whenever you're ready, very slowly begin to open your eyes, but first bringing the gaze towards the floor and slowly coming up to eye level. Let's take a bow together and say namaste. Have a wonderful 4th of July weekend, guys. I will see you on the following week.